But the point is, before I share the video, we're going in circles. And he'll outline what he means by that and what I mean by that in this video we'll watch together. And let me get this off the screen, by the way. But I don't think it's particularly great for culture that, oops, sorry guys. I don't think it's particularly great for culture that we're just going around and around with sounds and with fashion and with even IP, even movies. I just saw Freakier Fridays coming out. And God bless Jamie Lee Curtis. And God bless Lindsay Lohan. I saw The Naked Gun's getting a reboot with Liam Neeson. Mission Impossible 12 just came out. And actually, that was the most successful Mission Impossible yet. So go figure. Maybe it's working. But I just wonder if historically, when we think about when we're all long gone, you and me are long gone, in hundreds of years, what are they going to say about this interesting early 21st century where we just repeated a lot of this stuff? So anyways, I want to bring up this video that this guy, hold on. Okay. This guy's screaming, dude, in my ear. But listen to what this guy has to say. I think this is very interesting. And what's this guy's name? Average Joe. His name's Average Joe. So I want to properly shout this guy out. But I'll play this for you guys. Okay. Watch this. Oh, wait. Hold on a second, guys. One second. I got to do this right. All right. Beautiful. It's there. Now you can hear it. Listen to what this guy says, and let me know your thoughts.
We're just going in circles now.
Hold on.
Has anyone else noticed that we're just going in circles now? It's with everything. Look at streaming services. It is 100% at a point. It's just cable. It is just like cable. There are hundreds of streaming services, just like there were hundreds of channels that you have to pay for separately. They all run ads on them, and you have to have all of them to have access to your favorite shows.
Okay, so I'll stop him right there. That's just true. And it really does feel like we were sold a lie that all these things would be so disruptive, right? Like Napster was going to change the music industry, and LimeWire and peer-to-peer file sharing and Spotify was going to change the music industry. And then what happened was the label system just sunk their teeth into it, co-opted it, and now it's just the same as radio was in the 20th century. Not saying it's a bad thing. It's nice when there's big hit songs because it brings us together. We all know the same stuff. I think it's arguably better when there's a monoculture of sorts, as long as there's enough representation for minorities and enough representation to go around. I think that's very important for any society, a healthy and good, nourished society. But a monoculture is very nice in a lot of ways because it brings people together. We have commonalities. We can cite similar art and songs and movies and experiences and memories. So I'm not like some rebel saying, oh, take down the system. That's not what I'm saying. But Spotify is literally, and Apple Music and everything, Amazon Music, all the digital streaming platforms, it's just radio now. In the same way that people would want to get at the front of the store at Tower Records or FYE or Sam Goody, they want to get the cover of New Music Friday. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And what this guy's outlining is how we've totally been duped because streaming was supposed to be incredible because you didn't have to watch commercials and you could watch whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted. It was better. It was different than cable, bro. You wouldn't have to sit there and search. And then what did we slowly, surely but do? We started scrolling more and more. And instead of channel surfing, which was a thing we used to do, what we're doing now is we're just scrolling until we find something, or more often than not, we don't find something and we go, what? I've just spent 15 minutes scrolling. I don't even want to do this. I'm going to bed. It's the same thing. And now they have the audacity to run ads. So now we're paying for the service and we're watching ads. And like he says in the video, oh, my favorite show, I love this show on Max, but I also love this show on Paramount Plus, and then I love this show on Apple TV. And you got to buy all this stuff. And dude, you're spending more money than you were just with your old cable setup. So it's interesting. He's got more points though. So let's listen to this guy.
That is literally cable, but shittier. Uber just created rideshare where they have predetermined locations that people can meet at. An Uber will come and pick you up among all the other people that show up and drive on a predetermined route to drop people off. That is literally the bus.
Isn't that crazy? So I think there is this underlying feeling in society, this underwhelmment of the future that we're living in, because it's not the future we envisioned. It's not the future we were promised. It's It's just the same thing we had, but like more complicated in a lot of ways. And I think maybe there's a resentment because we resent when people lie to us. And maybe there's a feeling that we're being lied to because they're calling it something new, but we know it's the same thing. Just thoughts.
It is exactly the bus, but shittier. I swear to God, we are like 6 months away from people coming out and saying, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of losing my phone. If only there was a way to have it mounted to my wall and connected to a wire so I know I won't lose it and I know it won't drop calls.
Bro. Right. That does sound attractive, doesn't it? I lose my phone a lot. I'm the guy where if I'm leaving the house, I go, where's my phone? Does anyone see my phone? Where did I leave my phone? For 15 minutes, I'll look for my phone or my wallet or whatever. See, he's selling me on that idea. I'm like, dude, it would be nice if there was like a mount that I just put the phone there. It would also keep us off the phone. Think about that. Think about that. We all want to get off the phone now. Because when I was really little, you would go on the computer and you would get off the computer. And then for a while, it was good. We developed these addictions to our phones. And like any addiction, you don't know it's a problem until it's a problem. And now it's starting to be a problem. Now people want to get off the phones and go back to how it was. And it's just interesting how this cookie of ours is crumbling here in the early 21st century. And how we have less and less of an appetite for new ideas, I think is interesting. Just stuff to think about.